Hey guys, and welcome to the Mina channel. And today I have a special guest here. This is my girlfriend,
Hey.
and today we are gonna be reviewing Carole on Tuesday, a Netflix anime. It's the first season. I know the second season is already here in Japan. We're already watching it in Japanese, but for now we're gonna be reviewing the first season in Netflix with English dub, which that's what we watched with the English and everything like that. I want to talk about pretty much all the stuff that we liked and we didn't like and so on. I don't think we have a score per se, but I'll give you my score. But I don't know if she has a score. But let's go ahead and get started with this. So the story starts with, how did the story start?
Well, it starts with how they met. They both met like while she was doing her music, and Tuesday came up to her, and she thought it was really inspiring, with her song, and it really touched her, and I really enjoyed that part.
Okay, so before they even met, Tuesdays is she's daughter of a politician and she's escaping her home because she's not allowed to do music or something like that. So she goes to the big city, the classical, goes to the big city to start her dream. And that's when she meets Carole, who is playing on the middle of the street. They meet each other and they have a pretty good compliment to each other. And from then on, they just start making music together and they get discovered and so on. So it's really this season, at least the big first season, is about them getting to know each other and just trying to make it big into the music business. They try many different avenues. Like they try to play in concerts. They try to what else do they try to do? They try to get somebody to record the music for them. They do all these different stuff to try to kind of like make it big. I think the idea of it was pretty cool because they use modern stuff, like a lot of people that go to YouTube or they make it big online. They post their music online, that kind of stuff. That's how they get big, and that reminded me of right now. That's how they're trying to do it and everything. So I really like that part. Was there anything that you liked about?
I really enjoyed the story. I feel like it was really inspiring, to follow your dreams and reach high above. And I really enjoyed with all the characters because they all really came together, and plus I like how they connected with the music and everything.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the biggest things about this particular show. Even if you don't particularly like the music that they play, you can really appreciate them for what it is. And it it has that singer-songwriting style to it. This is some sort of like a commentary on how technology advances and it leaves kind of like the soul of the music. And you have Carole on Tuesday that they write their own songs and they play music. And in this futuristic world, people no longer write songs. The computer, the AI writes them for you and that kind of stuff. So you can see, two different clashes of the old ways of writing music. Writing it yourself and feeling the soul of music versus doing it because the computer can do it and that kind of stuff. So it's a good commentary on that kind of stuff. I think it was really well made, and like she said, their chemistry between the two different characters is there, and it feels really real. It feels like you're watching the life of two people that are just growing and making it big, or they have that dream and you can feel their dream. And I think this is really well represented on it. What do you think of the music? Do you like the music in the show?
I really enjoyed the music. Like I really got into it. Like I actually want to try to do a cover on one of the songs. But what song was it?
I don't know.
No, Loneliest Girl.
Loneliest Girl.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of the music in it is good. I would say most of it is pretty good, and you hear many different just a lot of different music. To me, that's one of the biggest things about this particular show, about other shows, because I've seen a lot of different anime when it comes to music, and one of the biggest gripes that I have is when they have Japanese people sing English songs where they can't speak English right. Not to say that I speak English right, because I always have an accent, but I always like it when they have actual singers, native English speakers, sing the songs in English, because it just feels better. It sounds better. There's just a dynamic to it that just looks better. And in here, that's what they did in the Japanese version or in the American version. They have the same people sing the songs in English, and they all sound really good. If and Again, they have a lot of different people that they sing, they dance, they do all kinds of stuff like that, and all of them are really, really well made. I think there's a lot of good stuff. What do you think about the animation and the style of the art and that kind of stuff?
I honestly really enjoyed the art. That was one of my favorite parts, though.
Yeah.
Just enjoying, like, with the scenery that they had and, like, just very realistic.
Yeah,
And
they have a really surreal style to them. Whenever they're moving and they're dancing, they're playing the guitar. I play guitar and I play piano, so like whenever they're playing the chords and they're playing the melody and everything, if they are playing what it looks like they're playing, what it sounds like it's playing, it's exactly what they're doing in the show, and I really like that kind of stuff. There's attention to detail that I really enjoy a lot. I think when it comes to everything, as you said, everything is so beautiful. The scenery outside, whenever they're walking on the bridge, for example, there's a lot of scenes on the bridge and that kind of stuff, and you see the sunset where they're playing live, and you see like the lights reflecting on their face and that kind of stuff. There's a lot of that kind of stuff in here, and it's really well made. I think they did such a good job with all that kind of stuff. And my main thing about all this is I really like how much they put emphasis into the characters. For example, Tuesday and Carole, whenever they are in their everyday life, they always wear different clothes every single way. For example, Tuesday, the one, she always wearing a different kind of dress with hats and bows and that kind of stuff. But you always see them wearing different clothes every single episode. They are always wearing different clothes. They're never wearing the same clothes, and you can see that, and it feels more alive and more real because they're there and they're doing stuff and everything. So I really appreciate that. Was there anything that you didn't like about the show?
while, like, with the computer stuff and everything, like, with Angela and everything and her character, like, I wish they would, like, have some a little bit more of that, though, because I feel like there's only, like, a little bits and parts.
Okay, so Angela is a character that we haven't talked about in today's review, but she's supposed to be kind of like the rival or the main antagonist of the show, but she really isn't. And I think I know where she's coming from, because she's really just another main character with her own life, her own stuff going on, and through the entire show you see her side of things, how she's doing, how she's trying to make it big. She's already a model and she's trying to make it big in the music industry as well, and she takes a different path from Carole and Tuesday. She's rich already, so she has different connections and that kind of stuff, so her side of the story is very different. And at the beginning, you really feel for her, you get to know her as a character and everything like that, but towards the end I feel like like she was saying, I feel like they kind of like lower that effort into just kind of developing her character more. She's definitely not the perfect character, and there's a lot of flaws and that kind of stuff like that, and it gets reflected in the music. Again, that's one of the things that I like about the most, because the music reflects what's going on at the time. For example, Loneliest Girl, which is the song that they sing a lot, Carole and Tuesday, that reflects how they felt, because they feel lonely until they met each other and that kind of stuff. So it has a reflection to the characters themselves. Angela sings a song about how she takes what she wants because she's selfish, and the song really reflects the kind of personality that she has. So I really like how they tie the music into what they are and the characters and how they are and everything like that. I think that was really well done, masterfully done. And there's a lot of many different side characters. A lot of them are just classic, like gags and stuff like that. The manager, who is dumb and funny, and he's always like trying hard for them or whatever. So this is a good cast, and I really enjoyed the show so far. I think if I were to say anything that I didn't like, I just feel like they could do just a little bit more. I know we're only 12 episodes in because of the season and everything like that, but it really flows well. I think it has a good dynamic to it and everything like that. The second season, which we started watching, just shows more of things changing and everything like that. So definitely your idea of it is gonna change over time. But for now, I do think that it was a pretty good solid show. I'd like to give it a 9 out of 10. Again, I really enjoyed it so far. Would you think a 9 out of 10 is good, or maybe a 10 out of 10?
I feel like a 9 out of 10 is really
okay.
good. Yeah.
Small things. I can't really pinpoint what I feel that is missing, but I feel like there's something missing out there. Maybe more artists, maybe more of that good stuff that they're pulling on and everything like that. But I do think it's a pretty solid show. I think if you're into this slice of life, futuristic stuff, music, anime and stuff like that, this will be a show for you. I think it's a pretty good one. Is there anything else that you want to add to this?
No.
All right. Well, that is pretty much, guys. This is our first episode of Otaku Corner, where we just talk about anime and that kind of stuff like that. We are thinking of doing this maybe often enough. We watch an anime show, we talk about it and everything. We're still working on it and everything. But thank you for being here today. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing. But that's it. I'll see you next time.